Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to kind of a weird episode on the channel. It's sort of a yearly review. Let's get back into the game that I was playing. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? This is Arma 3. I've just noticed that it's coming on the side. My peripheral vision, I think my OBS is just a little bit behind me. So when I said it was pretty and there was a black screen, trust me, I could see all this. It's just it wasn't, I don't think it was registering on my OBS. I do like Arma 3. I ploughed a lot, oh my word, a lot of hours, like 1600 hours into Arma 2 back in hipster Daisy day. Ooh, Chalonisi power. Let's go for that, shall we? It's quite a long mission. Oh my word. Put my earplugs in. Yeah, back in the day, what hipster Daisy. It was brilliant. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then they brought out standalone Daisy, and it was terrible. My word, it was terrible. Because not normal Daisy mod, I've had to turn my resolution down as well, just so that it'll fit on OBS, which is I usually play this in 1440p, which is well, it matches my monitor. But I've got a 4K monitor, but it's 1440p. It's nice. So yeah, some of the menus, some of the scroll menus look a little bit blurred. Say Xmas Raid. But yeah, plowed loads and loads of hours into the original Daisy, and then I think I might have just already said this. My mind is going already. Early 30s and my mind is already going. Let's purchase some more of these. We're going to go do Chelonisi I don't know what it is. Something power, then we'll need a few more rounds. Probably not going to do it all, but that will do. But yeah, they brought out kind of standalone Daisy as a game in its own in right, and it was terrible. Oh my word, it was terrible. Because Arma 2 was a military sim, quite I say good now, but you compare 2 to 3 and it's not that good. Oh, they're cheap. That's unfortunate. But yeah, Arma 2 was for its time, good. It was polished, military sim. Jumping over things was a little bit weird, and you used to break your legs all the time doing the most mundane of things. But still, it was a good military simulation with military vehicles and tanks and air support and all sorts of weapons. It was good. I liked it. And then they added mods for it, which allowed you to play stuff with zombies, and you know, when the zombie thing was a craze. And yeah, again, it was good and it worked. And then they tried making a standalone game, but they forgot to add in the military sim, the serious military sim, into it, and so it just ended up being crap. It really was. It was utterly dire. I didn't like it at all. I think I even ended up refunding it. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. And then by the time Arma 3 came out, people had got past the zombies, and they did have a few mods with the zombies in for Arma 3, but they were a bit terrible. No, the mods for Arma 3 were based around sort of PvP or PvE. Well, this is I think this is a PvE map. So it's us, i.e. me and whoever else is on, 5 people that was on right now, versus the environment. And that's how I like to play a lot of my games. I mean, I can get down and shiv someone in the face if I need to, but I much prefer to work with people. You get less dickheads that way, I've found. But yeah. Anyway, into the subject of the the subject of the video, which is basically a massive thank you to all my subscribers for subscribing. I think we're at the year mark, and I think it's about 350 subscribers, which I think is brilliant. I had no inkling, no idea of the numbers for the channel. That's the power plant. Hopefully they don't see me from this range, because they probably could engage. Yeah, I had no idea. I thought if I could get 100 subscribers throughout the entire year, I would be happy with that. So for it to be 350, yeah, delighted, absolutely delighted. Now there they go. And I like the realistic sounds. If you've ever, for those of you that are ex-forces, or for anyone who's been at a gun range, that's been in the butts when you're changing targets, and there's people firing over your heads, you'll understand what the whip crack is of a round going over your head, and it's that kind of thing here, and it's great. I love it. Can we use one of these to get accurate shots across that bay? Let's have a little look. How far away are we? Approximately about K away. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We'll get up into this tower here, and we'll use this as our height advantage. I don't like using vehicles to take out missions. Not just don't like it, I hate it. Absolutely hate and despise it. We'll take some into the dock with us. We've also already got do we not have an LRPS? We do, so we don't need you. Take away the defab. MRE. Do we need food? We'll take one anyway. We'll need one bottle of fresh water with us. And the other two insta-docks can go in the... Why are you not shifting around? What's happened here now? There we go. And I probably need to claim the mission before someone else turns up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to move away. And in chat as well. And let's go. A few more rounds. We should be able to take the majority of these people out from our vantage point. There we go. And we're getting position. I think it's this one. I think I can do it from this one. Nope. Need a prone position. Can I do it from here? No, probably best off doing it from over that one. Yeah, yeah. Yep, we'll move forward. Looks like Muck-a-Duck is going to come and help us. Anything interesting? No. I think that was a 5.5mm support weapon. Now, if you're making a support weapon, 5.5mm is not brilliant. It's no. Support weapons i.e. light machine guns, they need to be, I don't know, anything less than 7.62mm. And what's the point, really, to be honest? We'll use this. Look, a vehicle, not that we really need to. But it's quite a good server. Lots of people know, lots of other people. Admins are really active, and they get involved in things like this, like changing it to wintertime when it is actually wintertime, and I like it. Not been on the server for a while actually, so it'd be nice to have a little run around. Do we have access here? And deploy the tripod. Yeah, we can get some shots here. Yeah, you're all dead. So about 750 odd meters there. So let's go up to 700 and aim slightly high. Bring ourselves back on target. About half a tick higher, and that should be you. Gone. And you. Gone. Ah, that was a little bit low, though he was a little bit further out. Ah, disappointed with myself with that one. But yeah, I can shoot and I can talk at the same time. The reason for the channel, to be honest, it was self-help. Just set myself up here. Yeah, as you know by my gamer tag, I was in the Marines for a while. Got the Marines, and things were alright. Things were alright for quite a while actually, and then suddenly they weren't. And they really weren't. Like a lot, they weren't. And I had quite a few issues to deal with. Sort of depression, PTSD, that kind of ilk. And it wasn't me that found out that I was suffering from that kind of stuff. It was family. I think it's a little bit like when you're getting thin, or like if you go into the gym, or if you're getting really fat. It's the ones that see you every few months that notice a change in you, and it was very similar. You're going to be short of the 700. Yeah, I'm going to have to aim low for you. Same with you. Oh my word, there's a few of them. Yeah, it was my family that picked up on it, especially after my second tour of Afghan. Brother came around one day and just basically said to me, you were different as soon as you go back from Afghanistan the second time. It's like, oh, thanks, my mother. Why didn't you tell me then? So, because there was really no talking to you. Let's aim low on you. I think about 2 ticks lower. Maybe 1 tick lower. Yeah, that's about right. 1 tick lower. And yeah, I could sense things were starting to unravel. Nope. Someone's got eyes on me. Is that you? Nope. Moving target. Moving target, and my ping is a little bit... Oh, that's you, isn't it? And you, who have merged into the ground. Can I get you? Can. And you. Anyone else an immediate threat to me? Don't know why you haven't opened up yet. We'll get into a little bit of cover and just observe. But yeah. Straight out of the Marines, I went to university, and whilst I was at university, the university that I was at was an old Victorian hospital. And so there were mega big rooms. Wow, that was aimed at us. They were mega big rooms, but they were the corridors were really thin and dark. And there was one particular incident that I remember. I mean, by thin, I mean you could put your back against one wall and reach your arm out and touch the other one. You know, it's about a meter. This corridor would go for 20 odd meters with doors going off and then a big room at the end, whatever. And I was walking down this corridor one day, and my brain just spazzed out and said, "No, you're not walking any further." And it was only after the event. It was only whilst I was getting treatment, actually, by a really good organisation called Combat Stress, at a place up in Hollybush House in Ayrshire, that they said it was your brain going back to traumatic events, or it was kind of training kicked in. So when you're out in places where people don't want you to be, i.e. the likes of Iraq, Afghanistan, where they're trying to blow you up at every single opportunity, then you're told not to get drawn into spaces where you can be easily dispatched, for want of a better word, where they can easily blow you up. So things like if there's a hole in a fence, in a field, or in a tree line, or anything, or in a hedge, you don't use the hole through the hedge. You cut your own hole through, because that hole could be trapped. There could be an IED there, anything. And that's what my brain had said to me. It was like, no, you can't go down this corridor. You've been funneled into a kill zone. Get yourself out of there. And it was only, I was about halfway walking home at quite a brisk pace when my brain switched itself back on. And from there, things got really bad. I started to isolate myself a lot, which is very common for people who have got the suffering PTSD, a lot with depression as well. Depression and PTSD kind of walk hand through horrific hand down the same road. I think with it is, it has a very real impact on the physiological aspects of your brain. That didn't make sense. It affects your brain physically, not. But yeah, with the MRI machines, where is it the MRI machines where they measure brain activity? They put normal people. Who's normal these days? They put normal people in them, and they put people who have suffered or have been dealing with depression for a while into the same machines, and the ones that have been suffering from depression for a while, there's parts of the brain that just don't really fire in the same way as the normal person, because the structure of the brain has altered. So it's the longer you leave it for, the worse it gets by quite a lot. And I'm the type of person who would rather grit his teeth and just think, right, I'll get through this, it'll be fine. I'm just being a little bit grumpy now. I'll be fine in a month or two, or 2 months, or 3 months. And it got to 4 months and 6 months and then a year, and I was like, well, this is just me now. I'm just a grumpy person. But no, it's it was just my brain starting to shut down. And yeah, with the isolating aspect of it, you cut yourself off not only from a support structure, any support structure. That is AI. That is an AI strider, my word. No, I should keep my distance from that. But yeah, you cut yourself off from friends and from family and suddenly things get worse. It got to a point where I was almost agoraphobic. There was like a little bit of anxiety like creeping into my life as well. Anxiety to the point where if someone knocked on the door, I won't go answer it, even if it was the post person. I think it's post person these days, isn't it? Postman, postwoman, post person. I just won't go answer it. I'd be terrified of opening the door. And I'm not consciously terrified. It'd just there'd be something in the back of my mind that'd be saying, this is a really bad idea. Or I'd have that fight or flight kind of impact. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night to a loud noise and you've got so much adrenaline coursing through your veins that your heart actually hurts because it's beating so hard? It's a bit like that. Yeah, I ended up on my own for a long time, really. And it's weird what the brain does when you've been on your own for a while. It's weird what the brain makes you think is acceptable when you've been on your own for a while. The things that you contemplate when you don't have contact with other humans. When you're in prison, when you go to prison, not when, it's, if you go to prison, the worst punishment they can give you is solitary confinement, because we're a social species. Because that's being on your own is deemed to be horrific, and it is, and it was sort of like a self-contained prison for just me. Not just me. There's lots of people that are suffering the same way. And I found out this when I went to Hollybush House for a 6-week residential course, and it was good to finally see that I wasn't alone. And it was brilliant to see other people. No, not brilliant. Yeah, it wasn't brilliant to see other people in the same situation with me. It was a relief to see that other people were going through the same things that I were. I don't like taking shots in a standing position, but no. But yeah, this video's gone a little bit weird now. I don't know whether to put this up on my channel or not. But after Hollybush House, I came back home and I decided to put this whole YouTube thing, give it a go. I've been on my own for so long and had isolated myself for such a long time, and with the depression and the PTSD, my brain had changed to such an extent that I really struggled to put sentences together. I really struggled to get what was in my brain out of my mouth. I still do a little bit now, but oh my word, it is a lot better than it used to be. A lot better than it used to be. They say if you don't use it, you lose it, and exactly that is the thing. That is it applies to everything, even speech, even conversation. And yeah, if you go back and listen to my earlier stuff, it's terrible. I'm half in two minds whether to take it off the channel entirely, but it's kind of a, I don't know, again with the gym metaphor, I suppose it's my version of my fat profile, of my fat picture, that keeps me motivated to continue. Because as much as the charity helped me out a lot, as much as better, stronger antidepressants helped me out a lot, as a temporary crutch, having the YouTube channel and having two or making myself stick to a routine of putting content up, and the subscribers that come from that has had the biggest impact on my recovery, I think. And so yeah, this isn't just a thank you very much for my 350 subscribers, but it's a thank you very much for my 350 subscribers, and this is how much you all mean to me. There's a yeah, getting a little bit emotional now. So I'm gonna get off here so I can get on with this mission. Or do I just invite you along and just be a little bit more quiet? No. It's been 25 minutes. Let's push this out to a longer episode, like I usually do. I'll invite this guy to... Oh, it's McDuck. Invite this guy to my group, and we'll carry on, and we'll have less of the emotional content. McDuck. Invite to party. Done, I think. There we go. So he'll end up in... There we go, yeah. He's in our little party now. So I'm going to be able to see him wherever he is on the map. Because it's a PvE server, they like you to know where your other people are. So that Strider that went past us earlier on, I knew that wasn't a person driving it. So we could have contacted it and messed it up, and it'd have been cool. It'd have been cool. I knew that there wasn't a person in there. So let's see who else is on this island. There's quite a few. That one? No. There's quite a few people on the island. They've got some static guns. They've also... There you go. Oh, you're still at 700. So you're... Yeah, this should be point of impact. So 700 meters away, you're talking about... There. Wow. Just took it in the chest and carried on. Impressed? Colour me impressed. Where did he end up going? There is usually... Can't see him. Building's in the way. Don't think so anyway. No, there's a building in the way. There's usually some... Oh, there he is. So you just manned up through a... What rounders are we using? .408 round to the chest and just carries on. Your feet should be about right. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I need to get my bipod down on something. Anything? There we go. Done. And you should be point of impact almost. A little bit higher. And oh, is he? No, I can see a little bit. What is that? A little bit higher. I think that was an ankle that I was aiming at. Nope. All flippers there got away. There's usually... Wow, there's another one there as well. There's usually about 40 enemy on this island. You've got the tripod gunners, which are... that'll mess anyone up that's coming on a vehicle or in a vehicle. You've then got wandering patrols, and sometimes it's a case of just that is a person. Sneaky bastard in the bush. And that is as well. That is a tripod there. Nope. Is that someone as well? Yep. So they can be a little bit sneaky. The layout changes every now and then. Anyone else? Where is he? McDuck has moved forward a little bit. What have you got? What weapon are you using? Well, if he's going for close quarters, then fair enough, you want something a little bit faster firing than what we have at the moment. Is there anything I can do to help my buddy out? Well, we can only spin ourselves around so much in this situation, in this position, which I don't like. I might have to move forward. There's a roof down there that we can get onto, which will give us quite a wide arc. Thing is, it takes us a little bit closer and a little bit lower. I don't like that. Yeah, I'll try. Can we see anyone else? What is that? Nope. I don't know where Flippers went. They'll be on the other side of the island. What are you doing? How about you get into a little bit of cover? Nope. There we go. Let's get on the... Sorry, I got a minute. Oh, he's firing over here somewhere. McDuck killed somebody at 201 meters away to his far left. I think that's where he's aiming. You broken? Doesn't look like he's broken. Should probably get in that bunker. Let's disengage from there. Let's have a look over here. If he killed someone over here at 200 odd meters, they usually work in groups of 3s. And there's usually one in a tripod just there as well. Looks like he's got a decent amount of cover. We should probably push forward just a little bit. I don't think we have a CQB rifle to get up and close as he is. When you're that close, you don't really want a scope on. You just want iron sights. Quick acquisition of target. Doesn't even need to be a high caliber. Is there anyone else I can see? Nope, I think we've exhausted this position. Maybe. do move up. I did say that I would give him cover, so we should probably sit up here and give him some cover. Let's get back on. Give me. There we go. Get a bipod back out. Get a stable platform, so we can get accurate rounds down the range if anything happens. There is a tripod guy down there on top of that green building, much like there was here. This tripod, he's going to have to be careful going across that gap. Looks like he must have taken some damage at some point. That's him just healing himself. Nope, looks clear, my friend. On this side, anyway. It doesn't feel like I've killed enough, but then I usually do this on my own. I say usually. I haven't been on the server since they started to make it snow. Is there another tripod in that tree line somewhere? McDuck killed Hussein from 71 meters. I wonder what weapon he's using. Where are you? Yep, other side of the... We've exhausted this position. We should move up. What have we got here? Cyrus, I believe. Ooh, that would be good. Decent caliber, high caliber, and just iron sights. What have we got in... McDuck was killed by an NPC. That's alright. He can spawn at Prygos, which is just down the road. What do we have? Oh, we already have a Cyrus. Let's put all you away. And we'll use the Cyrus for island cleaning duties. Ugh. There's got to be a quicker way of doing that. Eat our MRE. Nom nom nom. Keep our to the dock. Grab Cyrus. CWS is it's kind of thermal sight, so we'll use that sparingly. Shouldn't need too many rounds for this. That will need all of that. Better be prepared though. We'll take the insta-talk, we'll take the defibrillator, especially if we're going through with Mr. Duckman. And we'll grab a drink. Alright, so thermal. Let's have a little look on the thermals. See if we can see anything from where we are. Oh, I don't have the bipod on this. Grab some more mags while we're here. Bullet cam mag, it's always nice. Alright, so there is still a little bit of movement. Yeah, there's still a little bit of movement knocking about. Let's take you off. Just put you on our bag. For CQB work, that's enough. And let's go and help out my friend. I'll take this tube off my back as well. It's just going to get in the way. Oh, we should probably inform him what we're doing. I don't think there'll be too many left. We'll get right to the mouth of the bridge and then we'll cross on foot. I'm not taking this across just yet, especially if there's people still alive. Sounded like an incoming rocket then. Do you have a ×2 scope? Let's have a little look. Nope, not LRPS. Oh well, maybe the Zephyr might be an idea. Nope. No, you want something you can control. Let's go. We'll put our weapon away so we run just that little bit quicker. Can't see anybody. Well, if he's probably gonna go get his body back. We'll skirt around this side of the island. I wonder if there's ice there. Nope. We'll skirt around this side of the island. And see what we can see. It is very pretty. I mean, it's weird having the bright blue water and then snow, but still, it's quite pretty. I wonder if we managed to take out the guy that inhabits the top of that thing. McDuck is killing everything so far. We need to go help out. Although if we can keep them entertained for a while. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's quite a few. I'll move up here. I know there's a tripod gunner behind these ISO containers. I want to take him out before we move on. Took my time there. Yeah, there's quite a few. Oh, yep, seen. Well, that was terrible. I counted at least 2 shots that were well on target there. You got defib. Ooh, I got defib too. Oh well. Yeah, I'll just respawn. Respawn. In the parachute. In progress. That was terrible. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Progress. Halo spawn. And we should be able to parachute here. And pretty much get onto our body. Oh no, he was there. He was right there. If he's come straight to me. Has he come straight to me? Mugged up was killed by an NPC. Yeah, I told you. I told you it was told you it was hot there. We're gonna have to lose some altitude. So what we're looking at, 1, 2 in the internal compound. What else? 1 outside. I think the one that killed us is outside as well. Nope, I think that was post box. I think I just confused a person for a post box. Well, before I had some inkling where they were. Right now, I have no idea. They could pop out of absolutely anywhere. Oh no, there's 2 by the fence just there. I'm gonna land in the drink. Oh, this is gonna be cold. This is going to be cold. What temperature am I at? Climate minus 4.3. Yeah. I'm going to start taking damage at less than 35 degrees, I think. So I could do with getting out of here quite quickly. Have a little bit of roll in the snow. Get the excess water off us. And go pick up our kit. Uh-oh, things have started to get a little bit hazy. Is this a thing? When you get really cold, is this a thing now? Uh-oh. I don't think that's at us. I can't see now. What is going on? Yeah, that's not us. That must be at McDuck. Right, I need to get out of here. I need to lay on the floor and get our vision back. Right, so where we're looking. Put my earplugs in. Actually, I should leave them out. That way I'll be able to hear them. Where are you? Oh, let's go. Right, we're here. What is this? Makes me look like a right fat thing. Grab that, grab that, grab my rangefinder because they're quite difficult to come by. Grab the pilot helmet, has an inbuilt night vision. Grab that, and that. Some Instadoc because that's brilliant. Radio, no. Grab some minis up. And away we go. Oh, and this. No, can I not grab my rocket? Is that not a thing I can do? Had I known, I'd have probably used it. So, where are you? Take my earplugs back out so I can hear them. In fact, nope, don't see any RPGs. I can see the one that I can't pick up. Can I really not pick that up? No. Wonder how I picked it up in the first place then. Must have been out of a crate. They are all there. That would be an ideal rocket. Well, they know where we are now, don't they? Right, if we can take the one off on the far left. Take the one out on the far left. Weather the incoming. So why is it? Point of impact is for him. Except we just died to someone who I could have sworn we got 2 good shots on. Oh my word. I think they're trying to flank me. Now, I also think he's clearing using a vehicle which I hate. And yeah, that's what you get for using vehicles. My word, yeah, I think he's dead. I also think that his vehicle is dead as well. That's unfortunate for him. And he thinks that he got most of them before he went. He might have done, actually. We took out 1 or 2 on this side. But I think they mostly reacted to him. That sounded impressive, it did. Now they might come back around that corner and take up defensive positions again in front of the inner compound. Can't see any there. Can't see any there. Let's move up a little. What have you got? RPD, I think. RPK? RPK. What else have you got? Micro Uzi. Ooh. Pilot coveralls are quite nice. They hold a lot. Can't see anyone else. No, that's far too exposed. Let's head down to the shoreline, where we've got a little bit of a dip off. I will skirt around with a little bit of cover. Is that a person? No. Tiny bit of cover. Also means we can't hear anything. Is that a person? Nope. How are we looking? Price was killed by an NPC. I think there's a 50 cal on top of that building there. I also think there's a 50 cal hiding in a bush just to the right of that far right silo. So that we don't want to be getting too close to that. Oh, it looks like McDuck is here. Yeah, just in that bush. Just there. I think. So we'll come around this side. Oh wow, yeah, he really took out that bunker. Is that a bush? Nope. See this? Oh, it's that bush there. Alright, I got you. I got you. Whew, that took a little longer. My target acquisition was a little bit terrible there. I thought we were going to end up with a 50 cal round in the face. In the face and cheek. Oh, hello. Now would be an ideal time for a grenade. But no, not. Oh, cheers man. I was just weighing that up. Aye, good work. Wonder what vehicle he lost. Yeah, I think he just used our strider. Damn him. Now, if the crate hasn't popped, it means there's still AI around here. Where's our strider gone? Yep. Where's it gone? Where are the people? You only clear the mission if you've killed all the people. Yeah, I'm not surprised you feel bad. You've used my vehicle to clear a mission when I hate people using vehicles anyway. Ugh. What a twat. Oh well. Fairly certain I locked it. Yeah, when I was saying. Vehicles left unlocked are fairly safe. Because it's a PvE server. Yeah. It seems like we have found the dickhead. Oh, it'll be fine. I've got 2 million in the bank. Well, it did to start off an episode. Ah, oh, such a knobhead. You with your knobhead face. The crate isn't here because there must be AI still. I was fairly certain that I'd locked it. Had I? Yeah, I was fairly certain I'd locked it. Maybe I hadn't. If I hadn't, yeah, no, I won't say that it was my own fault. Again, PvE server plus expressive rules saying do not steal. But just because you're willing to follow the rules doesn't mean that everybody is. I wonder if he got Flipperman. I wonder if Flipperman is still cutting around. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, this is armor 3, and it's quite good. It's quite a good chill out game. I mean, it can be as hectic as you want it to be. You can join PvP servers, but they're a little bit too much for me. I like the easy life now. I like the easy life where I'll lose 200,000 pop tabs worth of vehicles to some dickhead who steals my vehicle. Who steals my vehicle, and yeah, happy days. What a knobhead. Yeah, no, there's a sheep here. Sometimes when the sheep arrive, it's usually an indication that there are people as well. It's like when you're driving around in the wilderness out there, you come across a lone sheep. There's usually a few AI knocking about. I don't know what it is. It's a sheep conspiracy. You watch, there'll be a hidden gunner somewhere, a hidden 50 cal, and we'll just get ripped in half. That'll be fun. I think got the ones that were hiding in the bushes over here. There must be another person knocking about. There must be another one somewhere. maybe Price has found him. Where are you? Where would he be if I was an AI? Where would I hide? Now check the inner compound. One place that I kind of missed out was this area of containers. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Also, my health is getting quite low. My health will be getting low because, nope, my body temperature is getting low. Now would be a really good time to get into a vehicle. Like a really good time to get in a vehicle. There's got to be another somewhere. that we've missed. Probably glitched into the ground. It might be armor, but it's still a little bit silly. But I think that is where I'm going to leave it for this episode. This random one-off video, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to come and play with me, that sounds really bad. It sounded better in my mind than it did out loud. If you want to come and play on the server, then I'll just rewind the episode until you get to the thing where it tells you where we are. Yeah, and come and have a play. It's good fun. I like it. Pleases me. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed, and hopefully looking forward with the channel. I'm getting new internet in a few days now, the 18th of January. Once I've got better internet, I'm going to be looking at doing maybe a little bit of streaming. As always, I'll let you know closer to the date. Don't know what I'll stream. Maybe a little bit of Oxygen not included. Maybe a little bit of this if we can get a couple of people together. Do have a Discord as well. I think there's one person in my Discord. We have random conversations every now and then, but it'd be nice to get a few more people, get a little bit of a community going. But yeah, I've been Luckymarine. You, as always, have been amazing. Join me next time for when I don't get my shit stolen by some knobhead who then uses it to try to take out a mission and loses me 200,000 ducats worth of loot. Damn him. I'm so angry. I'm so angry right now. Anyway, until next time, do take care. I have to... My end button doesn't work in Arma 3. It would appear. So, a bit of an anticlimax, but yeah, do take care.